Hey YouTube! Yeah, so no video on Tuesday night. What's going on? Maybe Mark's got COVID. Yeah, so that's what I've got. I wasn't feeling, my video on Monday night was a bit odd. Started to feel a little bit strange, and then Monday night, all hell broke loose. I've had half the vaccine. Actually, I'm starting to feel a little bit wobbly standing up. I hadn't really figured on that much. I've not been standing up for the last 2 days, but yeah. So I'm going to survive. I think I'm just kind of sweating and I can't taste anything, and I feel fine for 10 minutes and then I feel awful for 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that if I'm playing the guitar, it might wake me up a little bit. Yeah. So I don't know what videos I'll be doing this week or if I'll be doing anyway. I've got guitars to fix up for other folk, but I can't touch them obviously if I've got the plague. So I'll maybe just play some of mine. Yeah, so I was out around my pal's house on Saturday night. I was going to take this down and decided not to. I went for I've got a 2 mile walk, so I've got it in a gig bag. So the lightest guitar. There we go. So that's what this is. And really, I forgot how fantastic this guitar is. I mean, really, it's just, it's perfect. Really, and well, it's got its flaws, but so many things I like about it. It plays and sounds fantabulous. I'm trying to think of why it wasn't really that popular. One of the reasons I think it maybe wasn't that popular when it came out, I don't think it was expensive enough. I think it costs what it has to cost to build, sort of thing, because it's really light and it's made of, it's kind of, I've done videos on this before. It's hollow. It's got like balsa wood in the middle, and then a sort of crispy shell, like an M&M or something, and then it's got like resonance tubes that go through it and funny things. But I mean, it's still sort of like a guitar. I do like these tuners. Means you can put them in a gig bag, and they don't necessarily will all have to turn. So it's possible to put this guitar in a gig bag, take it into the studio, take it out, and it's still in tune because it doesn't have flappy things. It's basically they're just normal tuners, but they've got what looks like valve caps for your tyres and your car on them. Anyway, I'm starting to get a bit wobbly. This video was just to say sorry. I'll be alright, and thanks to everyone I've told has been really helpful. Scott actually just came over and dropped me off half a dozen cans of Colossus, 2 boxes of paracetamol and a shawarma kebab. Yeah, so he kind of left at my doorstep, chapped in the window and ran away, and then I stood and talked to him out in the front garden. He stood like 10 feet away on the other side of a window. So hopefully I've not transferred it to anyone else. It's quite scary though. I'm quite pleased I had the vaccine. I think if I hadn't, I don't think I would be able to talk. Never mind doing any of this stuff. Yeah, so this one I put mods in, and it does have the extra light bulbs in it. Normally this guitar, it doesn't have that light bulb. It's just got that, and this is a three position rotary, which gives you green for neck, both and blue for bridge. I put a push pull pot in here and an extra light bulb. So when I've got this pulled up, it splits these into single coils, which it doesn't normally do. When you put it down, you get an orange light to say danger, humbucker. So this is the stock sounds with some USB. Neck pickup. And then my button makes it coil split, which it should do, really, shouldn't it? I think part of that's to do with these pickups, which are P90 sized humbuckers, so they're actually probably bigger than a single coil. Like if you split it, that's wider than a normal Strat single coil, so it's like a wider, bigger pickup. Kind of more like a P90 than a single coil is. kind of want to put bass on this. The first time I really played guitar this week, kind of missed it, and to be honest, it's made me feel a bit better. I think a bit of bass on this might make it. It's a song about the playing it. I've ever used the fuzz with this, because really the last time I used this was before I went fuzz mental. Remember what tune this is, unfortunately. I didn't write it. I feel pretty rough. Yeah, code ain't no laugh. But I'm loving this guitar. Amazing. You ever see one of these? The thing with these is, I have actually noticed the last couple. Actually, the last one I sold, I got much less for it than the last one I saw. The last one I saw was like sold for 450 or 500 quid, and it's like pure. Right, that's not what I thought they were. There's still a possibility you're going to find this sort of thing for 100 quid. I think. I'm pretty sure the last one I did, I got it on eBay. It was quite beat up. I think some bits missing. The electrics didn't work. I think I paid 85 quid for it or something like that. And I sold it for like 200, thinking, wow, I'll put the extra light in it. And it was like, right. So I should really have been asking for 500 for it. This one does have a wee bit of a chip in it. But just as a, I've never let anyone play this who didn't immediately like it. It's maybe not the most exciting shape. Kind of looks like an Ibanez SA, but also looks like the future. And these are, I think, 2000. I don't think you can read the serial number on it, or you can, but it doesn't nice and easily start with 2003 like it should. I think it's something like 2003, so you're probably vintage now, or getting close to it. And it's not really that bizarre a guitar. It does have these funny P90 shaped humbucker pickups, which are DiMarzios, which are kind of weird anyway. And I suppose it's a really strange operating system, having like a rotary switch rather than having a three-way switch and then a volume control. I have seen these before where someone's put in like a pickup selector. There is room, that cavity runs to there, so there is room for you to put in a normal pickup selector, then you can have a volume and a tone. But it's also really weird that just having the light bulbs in below this and not having a light bulb in below this one, even though it's got the wee plastic bit to take the light bulb. You can't really see. Obviously this is much more impressive at night. But it's quite weird using this because the wiring I've put in it to make this light go off, right, which turns it into single coils, you pull the other knob. Yeah, and also the same way when you want to change pickup, you change the light bulbs in behind this knob using this knob. Which is kind of weird, but you just get used to it. I think the whole light bulb thing was a solution to a problem which really shouldn't have existed. I think, well, this is, we're going to talk by theory now, is this was designed by, like, as a sort of project. Yamaha do lots of different things. They make motorbikes and speedboats and stereo systems and all that stuff all under the same. I think maybe they got the guy who designed motorbikes to have a go at building a guitar, and I think this is what he came up with. And it's just like the bridge, completely unique thing, never seen it before. Kind of cast aluminium saddles that sit individually on a metal plate, and then they're connected by these tone tubes on the back, and then it's through strung, bolt on neck. They're not active, these are just passive pickups. All the battery does is turn these light bulbs on and off, so even if you take the battery out, everything still works. It doesn't have a light bulb telling you you're on the neck pickup. You have to just know you're on the neck pickup. Yeah, and there's not really, as I said, the tuners are not really anything. They're just normal tuners, but they've got different buttons on the end to make them look cool. And ultimately, it's just a very. It almost feels a little bit like because it is semi-hollow. It does have a ringiness like a sort of 335 type affair, not, it's closer to like a 335 unplugged than a Strat is sort of thing. But I mean, if you read up on these, it sounds very convincing. I'm pretty sure I saw a video years ago. I haven't been able to find it recently. There was a video where they're explaining it, how obviously you're trying to make a really light guitar, but there is a point where once you get light, everyone's tried those horrendous, really, really, really cheap Stratocasters you buy. You normally get them in toy shops as opposed to being, where they're just weigh nothing and they're just awful. But I think this is something to do with having the crunchy outside with the soft middle. Yamaha know what they're doing. So although they could make it lighter, they went for how light they could make it where it still sounded really good. So I can't remember exactly what it comes in at. It's light. I mean, to be honest, I have actually had lighter guitars, but to be honest, they've all been cheap, nasty ones, which is why they were lighter. Whereas this one, what's it? I want to say it's 2.9 kilograms. So that's like under 3 kilograms is damn light for a guitar. Not excessively so. Yeah, so I managed to make it up to 17 minutes and I haven't collapsed. So whether there'll be other videos this week, I don't know. I'm tempted I'm just going to play this guitar all afternoon. Well, I'm actually thinking about a wee lie down, a bit more sleep. I keep going into sort of mad sweaty. I'm shivering and then I'm roasting and then I'm fine for half an hour and then I'm weird again. It's all crazy. If you can avoid catching it, don't catch it. Wear masks. Basically. I think I might have put 9s on this. Oh, they do appear to be elixirs. Seems to bend very high. And available in black. I did actually fix up a black one 6 months ago, a year ago. Someone who had one said, yeah, I've got this guitar and I looked it up and I've never seen anything like it. And the guy's like, but it's miles better than my pal's guitar and he's got like a Fender, an American Fender. And you're like, it seems to be better than everyone's guitar. So they do come in black, although I have seen a blue one and a red one, but I think they were only in... I think the blue one maybe exists and the red one was just in the catalogue type thing. But the white one does it for me. The black one's got different coloured light bulbs in it. But the black one somehow, it wasn't as nice as the white one. There's also a bass version, which I've seen a couple of kicking about. Someone was selling one, I thought, oh, it's a bit beat up. 200 quid, that's kind of on the edge. And it's like, yeah, truss rod doesn't work, but... And you're like, I'm not buying a bass for 200 quid, but the truss rod doesn't work. In fact, it's like involves taking off the fingerboard. No, we're doing that. If I found it in a skip, I would totally do that, but I'm not paying real money for it. The bass is not as cool as the guitar though. It's even worse. People are still before the most over-spec battery ever is the battery in this, which basically all it does is 2 LEDs. But it's not the most over-spec battery ever. The most over-spec battery is the bass version because it's got like jazz bass pickups, I think, and 2 volumes and a tone. And basically it's got a blue light bulb under the neck pickup and a green one under the bridge pickup. And they don't even turn on and off. They're just on. So that's the most over-spec battery. All that battery does. This at least has a switch. So it's got 3 things it can do. It can be blue and green, or it can be green. Whereas on the bass it's just, yep, green light, blue light. That's it. Even why would you really even need that on a bass? At least in this you can argue that that's got a function telling you, because it's a rotary switch, maybe you could put like a chicken head knob on it or something that might make it a bit different. 20 minutes I managed to talk for. Rocking, and hope none of you get this, and I hope this is the last time I get it, and I hope I don't do fare badly. I feel kind of knackered and a bit off, but I don't feel like I'm going to die, I hope. Rock on, catch you later.